皆さんこんにちは。今日はですね、ロンドンのキングズカレッジオブロンドンからドクターゾエ先生来られまして、で今日はいろんなアートとセラピーとネイチャーベースドというようなところのレクチャーをしていただきました。ゾエ先生こんにちは。Hello, welcome to my university. So please introduce yourself and what do you work in now?
Thank you for inviting me here in Kobe. I really appreciate that. So I am Dr. Zoe Moula. I am a lecturer in mental health at King's College London, and I'm also the editor-in-chief for the International Journal of Art Therapy. And my work is focused on trying to understand how through the arts we can connect more with nature, and also how through art therapy we can support not only the health of the humans but also the health of our planet and the environment.
はい、なのでそういうようなことを研究している研究者の方です。環境とアートっていうところですね。はい、ではこちらのお話をいっぱい聞きたいので、とりあえずお話ししたいと思います。So, how do you think you come to in Kobe and Japan and our university today?
How I found it? I think you have an extremely beautiful campus. I love the fact that the students can have access to the green spaces and that place that they can relax and calm down during their courses and modules. Also, the members of staff are very, very welcoming, so far very warm, and they have invited me very warmly, so I really appreciate that. It seems like you have a quite diverse team working in different areas of different disciplines. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how we could potentially create more collaborations in the future between the UK and Japan here in Kobe.
Okay, thank you. And then, so we work on disaster nursing. So now, Kobe is 30 years ago, earthquake happened, and since then we developed disaster nursing. But nowadays we faced on much more climate change, climate crisis, and much more environmental hazard. So, from your perspective, what do you expect to disaster nursing? Can we develop disaster nursing based on your research, your perspective? Do you think?
I think so. I think within nursing there is still potential to utilize the arts, especially for things that people find difficult to verbalize and express. So for example, if someone has been through an earthquake or a natural disaster, it might be really hard to express through the words how that made you feel. But with the arts as a medium, we have the opportunity to express our emotions in a more creative way, but also think about maybe what we can do in the future, what can be done to make us feel better, but also to take care of the environment. So I think that there is a lot of scope for nursing to work maybe with artists or create more creative-based approaches that can support those people who have been affected by the disasters to feel better, but to also reconnect with nature if something unpleasant happened to them in the past.
Yeah. Really agree with you, because nowadays now we work in Kobe, but affected area in Japan by flood, rural area, but their survivor have to move to very narrow shelter in the city sometimes. So and how they have to work and move and very far from the rural area and within nature. So I thought this area, your area, is very important. I thought so. Please, a message to disaster nurses work in rural area now. So please, message to our society about that.
I think a little message would be about, especially in rural communities, when we have all this beautiful outdoor space available, it would be useful to try to think how we can connect with these spaces more deeply in a way of creating a meaningful relationship with nature. So not just viewing these spaces, but actually try to find ways to connect more our bodies and our mind with nature, and to feel that we're part of nature. Because I think that when we realize that, all of a sudden we realize that we're not alone, we're part of something bigger, we're part of the wider ecosystem. So seeing ourselves as part of that can help us to go through mental health challenges, practical challenges, things that are going on in our lives. So to just not just use nature, but just try to see nature as our friend we can connect with, and by doing that we can support not only the human health but also the planetary health and environmental health.
Yeah, thank you very much, because our work and the WSDN focus much more how work on primary health care to social innovation and look for the planetary health and beyond 2030. So we should work and learn about you, or discuss with disaster nursing about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm always happy to talk more about and discuss potential collaboration opportunities. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
そういうわけでですね、下字幕つけときますので、でも本当にコミュニティレジリエンスで災害が起きた場所っていうのはやはり自然の中であったり、それ災害も自然の災害です、日本は。ですからその中でどのように生活再建するかっていうことは自然とともに再建も考えていかなければいけないし、私たちはこれから気候変動とともにそのことをメンタルヘルスやいろんな子どもたちのケアも含めて考えていかなければなりません。今日この神戸市看護大学でそのようなディスカッションを11月29日と30日1日とやっていきたいというふうに思っていますので、ぜひ皆さん第8回世界災害看護学会にようこそお越しください。では今日はありがとうございました。
ありがとう。